My name is Maria Finn. I'm an author, and I just wrote a book called Hold Me Tight and Tango Me Home. And this is a book, it sounds like it's about learning how to dance, salsa and Argentine tango, but really it's a tale about attraction, love, and surviving a broken heart. When I met my Cuban husband, I had found my ideal salsa partner. He was a perfect lead, gentle yet in control. He had an excellent sense of rhythm, he kept the beat and was never boring. But a year and a half into our marriage, he began cheating on me. So I threw him out, then I started crying, then yelled at him. Then we sent clumsy, angry text messages back and forth. Eventually I had to stop calling him, because I thought that I heard the other woman's voice in the background, and I wanted to hurt them both in a 25 years to life sort of way. I cried, I drank wine, I listened to sad songs, and then I brushed myself off and I learned how to dance the Argentine tango. Practical black with thick, sturdy heels, sometimes called a granny shoe in dance circles, means that you're a beginner. As your dancing improves, the heel gets higher and thinner. You have to upgrade. It's like playing a video game. You take your heels up a level and it keeps getting harder, faster, higher. As you advance, the shoes themselves get flashier too. Silver and rhinestones on a 3.5-inch stiletto heels sends a signal to potential dance partners. I dance, and you better too. The first thing you learn in tango is the embrace. My first time. I felt the warmth from my partner's torso go straight into me, my chest, my solar plexus, my stomach, and the leaden feeling inside of me softened. I could feel the dark, gaping hole, the deadness I had felt since learning of my husband's affair, and I let the heat coming from this man fill that void. And for a moment, with my chest pressed against his, I felt all the good intentions of the human heart. And what I learned is that for every person that falls in love, somebody falls out of love. It's about learning how to let go. It's about learning how to feel what's going on in the moment as deeply as you can, and then you let it go. People of Buenos Aires are known as porteños, or people of the ports. Currents and winds once ushered in boats full of immigrants from the Mediterranean, carrying remnants of their homeland up the Rio de la Plata. Black slaves from Africa had been shackled and hauled there, and white slaves, mostly women from Eastern Europe, were tricked into moving there through marriage proposals and offers of a better life, not knowing until too late they were to be forced into working the brothels. The human tragedy, hardships, and homesickness of these groups overlapped on the south side of the city where the ships arrived, and at these ports the tango was born. By 1913, tango had gone international and was a favorite pastime of Parisians. Tango trains, charity tangos, outdoor tangos, and champagne tangos proliferated. Tango was popular with older, wealthy women whose husbands worked late or traveled out of town. New York establishments started hiring accomplished male dancers to entertain them. These young men were designated gigolos, the most famous being the tall, dark, and handsome immigrant from Italy, Rudolph Valentino. Valentino was having a hard time finding landscaping work in New York City, so he started dancing professionally. He worked his way from New York to Hollywood as a tango escort and teacher, and then started as an extra in silent films. He was cast as an Argentinian who danced tango in the movie The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse in 1921, which not only made him a star, but helped fan the tango craze internationally. And now, tango is once again surging in popularity. Many tango dancers go out 7 nights a week in search of their bliss. And you never know when the tango will find you. It might lure you from the job that's too staid. It beckons on a night when you're feeling lonely. Tango is a journey for those who want their lives to change course, and others, like myself, who believe that their lives had just ended. It was an attempt to start living again. In Spanish, the term for the tango embrace is el abrazo, which literally means to hug. This embrace is a hug that doesn't pull too tight, last too long, or promise anything but a song's worth of pleasure. The tango begins and ends with the embrace. Oh, this book will change your life. Definitely. You'll look at life totally differently, and you're probably going to want to go out and Get yourself some nice dance shoes and a shiny outfit and start dancing.